Okay, Ruthless fans, Season 3, Episode 8, A Masterful Plan. Ironically enough, 8 out of 10. I thought this was a pretty good episode. So, given where we left off last time, Lynn, who's unconscious from the drugs, has been tossed into the punishment trailer with Brian, who is missing another finger at this point. The highest questioned Brian on if Lynn is his wife, if she's FBI, how much does she love her, and then, he's shocked to find out that, she's there with Malcolm, and the fact that if he pretty much says that Lynn is FBI, he's free to go. Even though I would have been like, I ain't gonna lie, if I were Brian and I had all my fingers intact, I'd be like, you know what? Yeah, this heifer is FBI. You said she's here with Malcolm. He's FBI too. Thanks, man. I'll bounce and I won't mess around with y'all no more. But in any case, basically leaving her to die if he did say that, but no, he doesn't do it. So he's freaking out over learning about the Malcolm thing. And it's funny because Brian is just so nice of a guy. He's just in the state of he's more concerned about his wife and the fact that she was there with another man as compared to the excruciating pain he's dealing with now. So it's interesting because as he's constantly looking over at Andrew while Daikon and Andrew are right behind the highest, it's like, he's kind of like pleading for help, and Daikon notices this. So they step outside of the trailer, and yet again Daikon goes into interrogation mode, like, why is it that he's always looking at you, Andrew, as if he's asking for help, as if he's pleading to give him a helping hand since he's about to lose all the fingers on one hand. But in any case, Andrew denies it. He's like, brother, we've been through this so many times already. I've been tested. I've done everything you've asked of me in the highest and beyond. And I am not part of any kind of FBI group. I am with you, brother. But, Daikon is like, So, the highest is actually in the pavilion area later on drinking tea, and Manny comes by. So basically Manny is asked to, Manny came by to let the highest know that the sheriff should be on the way soon. And, should we raise the alarm or anything? And the highest like, oh, no. It's just a standard visit. No need to alarm anyone. But Manny, I hear you're a good soldier. Daikon told me. Well, yes, sir. I try to be. And, I'll need a guy like you to watch over Ruth for me. Because remember, I guess he wants private security for his wife to make sure she's safe. But at the same time, it's like, pretty soon you'll be cleansed. Oh, that's great, your highest. Like he really knows what that means, but he'll find out soon enough. And given that Manny is in the Oval Season 2, when Barry gets abducted, we know that he won't die anytime soon. So Manny's going to be around for a while. All right, so, back to that point, I guess Manny is part of the group that goes to meet with Barry because Ruth is there, so definitely the highest would want one of his top soldiers there to make sure his wife is okay. So, going over to Joan and the highest, Joan gives him an update, just say, so your highest, I can't really do a good Joan voice, it's like, well, your highest, when we go to the bank in the near future to make the transfers and everything, the outside world doesn't see you the way that we do. So we need to get you a suit to make you look professional. And we're going to go to a couple of different branches to move the money and make the necessary withdrawals and whatnot. And the highest, again, is putting all of his trust in Jones. So he's, very reasonable. He's like, okay, we'll do what we need to do. Just, tell me what to do and we'll do it. So Joan also talks to Ruth, basically saying that I'll tell Elder Mother we don't have enough money in the budget to get those pregnancy tests, which should buy you enough time. And we move over to Ruth and River, who is advising Ruth to give the sheriff, some tea or something to drink when he comes. And of course, Ruth doesn't want to do this, but again, River's like, hey, just do what I'm telling you to do. Now, we go over to the sheriff and the highest at the front gate. And the sheriff is chewing him out due to the fact that apparently he's 2 deputies down. Brian was a fake deputy. He's missing Poke. And it turns out, Dale's parents are dead and everything. So he wants $2 million to keep all this quiet. Now, when he's saying, where's my deputy? You don't have to worry about him coming around again. And then another one. So this kind of lets me know that it's quite possible that there was another situation where one of the sheriff's deputies was lost due to the Rakadushi's interference. So that could be why he's so pissed off, because I think the highest even tries to, persuade him with, give me more girls. Like, I've had enough ass for a lifetime. I want money. 2 million. And then I made that funny video yesterday. The price went up. Yesterday's price is not today's price. So this man wants $2 million. But the thing about it is, Conley makes it clear that, hey, you're going to give me this money. You can say I'm sorry. Don't say you're sorry. Just give me my fucking money, because we're in this together. Basically, he's really pulling a Lilo in that you think you could do something to me, but guess what? There are powers that be that will bring you down too. Kind of in the same vein of Lilo, if you take me down, then the cartel is going to show up. If you think I'm bad, wait till the cartel shows up to the front gate. It ain't going to be no, tea and crumpets like it is with me. So before he leaves, that's when Ruth strolls out there with a glass of lemonade, and he doesn't want that because he knows it will drug him and mess him up. Like last time I had some of this shit, I was messed up for a day or a couple of days. So he shoves the highest out of the way, gets into his car and drives off, and the highest is pissed off, basically backhanding her. And I'm the wife of the highest, so I thought it was proper to introduce myself or greet the guests. So the soldiers who are just there, they're on patrol. what the hell they gonna do? This is the highest. So he literally picks up Ruth. I don't know if he picked her up by the hair or the back of her robe, but essentially dragged her from the front gate to his trailer. And I'm like, damn. And I'm thinking to myself, what about the baby? Oh well. So after getting to the trailer, he backhands her again. And she's like, look, if you need to take your sword and, cut me or cut a finger off or slice my face, do whatever you need to do to calm you down. And the highest doesn't want to do that. He just says what were you thinking? What were you doing? With him wanting $2 million and then Melinda killing the deputy and we got the FBI agents. It's I think aside from the whole lack of drugs in his food, Tyrone is really coming to grips with the fact that the walls are closing around him, and it's getting more and more uncomfortable day by day because everything that he built up is slowly crumbling. But what he wants to do is to simply lay with Ruth. And this reminded me of that meme, or when you were a kid, when you thought if you put a textbook under your bed, or under your pillow when you slept, it's you could absorb the knowledge to osmosis or something. So he's lay down and put your head next to mine so you can absorb some of my wisdom and give me an idea. And it's I'm not sure how that works, but I just love Ruth's face during this scene because I found it freaking hilarious. But yeah, that just shows you how crazy this dude is. So how the hell they're going to get $2 million? Alright, so Supreme Elder Mother is mad that Jones says that, they can't afford a pregnancy test, not even a single one, due to their current money struggles. So we go over to Zane, who's talking to River about the Manny situation, because it's interesting because she's finally confiding in somebody about what's going on with her. She pretty much tells him that, Manny was the one that killed Melinda because, she was in a box doing things to him, and that's what happened because he was basically forcing himself on her. Technically no, because remember that Zane was the one that told Melinda about Manny and how she can persuade him through sexual favors and as a result go free, but that's not what happened. Now what River says, look, I'll handle Manny for you, don't worry about it. So Supreme Elder Mother comes over to Zane and basically tells her, the next time you go to a store for a young boy, you know how to steal. Have you ever stolen something before, girl? Yes, a few years ago when I used to, be on the streets. Okay, so what I'll need you to do is to steal or borrow one of the pregnancy tests when you go to the store. Remember, she just needs one, and she wants to do it for Ruth, and that's it. So, back over at the punishment trailer, Oliver and Lacey are still trying to figure out a way out of their situation, and they're both hungry and they're mad. So, kind of like the highest, they get a bit irate with each other. So, then Zane actually has a plate tossed in for them, but ironically enough, it's like she threw it on the opposite side of the trailer, so they can't really reach it. Because I was thinking the whole time, I know their hands are cuffed, but can't they use their feet, to kind of maneuver the plate around? But, I guess it was really that far. Her aim was a bit off, But Manny actually catches her and, basically takes her to another part of the, behind the trailers to force himself on her again. And then in the final scene, Daikon goes over to the cooler to see Malcolm, and he basically is like, is Lynn FBI? No. Is Brian FBI? Yes. Like a damn snake. And then it's like, you dumb motherfucker. You dumb, you stupid. What about Andrew? Yes. Yes. And this man turns to the Joker. I got so much meme mileage out of this scene that it was hilarious. But this is something I'll bring up. Well, actually, I might as well bring it up now. Someone was like, how the hell is that freezer or that cooler even working? Is it like, what is it hooked to? And I was talking to a fan about it yesterday. My guess is an extension cord. I don't know, but let's just roll with it, because it's interesting to me how in far less clothing than River. I forgot how long River, I think he was in there for like a night, but Malcolm, he's going to be in there for a while himself. But yeah, he's not frostbitten or anything as far as we can tell. But regardless, this fool is like the Joker. You dumbass, you dumb fuck. Andrew is FBI. How did you not know? Alright, but this is a good episode. 8 out of 10. So tell me your thoughts in the comment section below. Hit the thumbs up button to show you like the video. Follow me on social media. Links are in the description below. Hit subscribe and hit that bell icon and select all. That way you don't miss out whenever I post content on the channel.